Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Michael and today I'm going to show you the trick I use to stop condensation forming in my freezer. So what you're going to need is some double-sided tape and a piece of paper that I've cut to about 3 centimeters wide by 10 centimeters. It doesn't need to be exact, just don't make it too wide and not too long, otherwise it's a bit difficult to handle. Now there are other perfectly valid solutions out there which I've tried but they didn't work for me. Things like obviously checking there's no obstruction, stopping the door from closing, clean the seal with some warm water and maybe a little bit of dishwashing liquid, check that your fridge is level, remove the seal and give it a more thorough clean. Now before you go and buy a new seal or get someone to come and fix it for you, I suggest you try those solutions and the one that I'm going to show you today. So let's get on with it. So we take the piece of paper, get to the top of the fridge here. Now we want to use this paper to try and find any gaps along here. So rather than do the whole length of the fridge, you open the door and look for the condensation. So the little beads of water droplets, ice that has formed. And that's a good indicator of where there may be a leak. All right, so let's just assume that there was some beading around this point. You put the paper in, close the door, and if you get some resistance, then it should be okay. But if it just pops out really easily, it's most likely going to be a leak here. Then we try next to it, and the same thing. If you find it just comes out too easily, then we know this bit here is a leak. Now let's say we try here and there's a bit of resistance, then we test on the other side as well. If we got some resistance here, we know we need to do something about this gap here. So let's open the fridge door, the freezer door, and have a look at the seal. Now hopefully yours is something like mine, just not so dirty. And so if you see here, mine bent, you can push this part out and this side here is joined, attached to the door, but you have this gap in here, and this is where we want to cut some double-sided tape to the width of that gap that we found and put it inside that gap here. Now we want the double-sided tape to stick on this side, so on the door side, and leave the backing on the double-sided tape on this side so it doesn't stick to this part of the seal here. And so what that will do is, let's assume my thumb is a double-sided tape, it's going to create a bit more pressure and resistance. So when the door closes, the seal doesn't push in as much and you get a bit more, a tighter seal. Okay, so here's one that I did a few years ago. You can see the backing there, the green, the white that's left on. I've actually that's been probably 3 years or so, and no condensation. Mine just popped off there, but that's okay. It sits in its spot. And so what you do is you get your paper, and we're just going to test, wedge it in, and then you get the paper and gently pull on it. And if you feel there's a bit of resistance, yep, it's not going to be a lot, but if there's a bit of resistance, hopefully we're good to go. All right, so wipe the condensation off from the inside and then check the next day. If you find that there's a little bit of condensation, then you may need to double up the tape. But if it's too thick, you might end up getting a gap to the side of it. So you're going to need some double-sided tape, which is with a thickness that's somewhere in between the two layers. Okay, and then if you find condensation further along, just repeat the process until you've eliminated all the condensation. Okay, and hopefully that's it. So thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, if it fixed the problem for you, please hit that like button and I'll catch you on the next one.